work on this spiritual path, it never ends. And if you think that you have achieved a certain inner state, or that you believe that you've overcome something, that's when you fall. That's when you become unconscious. When you become unconscious, then everything that you work so hard to overcome comes back with even more power, with more control. You see, you were in hell because you were unconscious of self. You were unconscious of thoughts, emotions. You were not connecting with God. You were not doing your prayer. You were not doing the meditation. You were not doing the work associated with overcoming your challenges. So now that you have started becoming aware of self and putting in the practical work, you have to keep doing that for the rest of your life. Because if you don't, then you become unconscious. You become sleepy. And those thoughts and those emotions will seep into you. And slowly but surely, you'll be back to the same place in which you just overcome. Slowly but surely, you'll move back to the same place from which you just came. Hell. This work in life is forever. It's forever. You've never achieved anything, and you'll never achieve something. That's that prayer where you go with God that you work so hard to get to. That state of faith that you work so hard to get to by prayer and overcoming all inner obstacles. That work does not end. It doesn't stop just because you are in that state. You have to work it day in and day out. That prayer life cannot lack one time. You cannot miss those moments. You cannot miss your prayer because you'll become unconscious. You'll become so unaware of your inner state and what God is doing in your life. That comfortability is where you're going to be brought back into hell. If you look at the life of Christ, he did not miss prayer for one moment. And if he felt himself shifting away, then he went back into that mountain and he connected with God. Your prayer life is so important. You cannot sacrifice it for one moment. You'll see within yourself that you'll be praying, you'll be doing the right things, and you will be doing better. Your life will be blossoming way more. You'll be in faith. You'll be walking correctly. All thoughts will just roll off your back. All emotions that you used to get really affected by, they won't have power over you. And you'll start to think, I've reached this state. I've arrived. I don't need to be doing the prayer as much. I don't need to be focusing on improving self and becoming more aware of self. I don't have to do that. It's okay. I've reached that state. No, your whole life you'll be in prayer. Your whole life you will be in meditation. And again, you've chosen this path. So understand that if you really want to walk in it, it takes so much dedication. It takes so much consistency and discipline and focus, because those things are what brought you out of hell. Those things are what keep you out of hell. Those things are what keep you connected with God. And if you don't value those things, and if you're not ready to really put in the work to be in faith, to be in the present moment, and to overcome this world, then you are not ready yet, and you will suffer. And you can suffer all you want until you realize that the only way to stay in heaven, the only way to stay with God, is to live a disciplined, focused, grounded, and present life. And that takes work. But if you're not about it, then you will never have it. And that state that you work so hard to achieve, it'll fade. But if you want it, then put in the work associated with being in heaven.